Hey guys, it's Sunday again. Hope you're all well. So this week I'm going to talk to you about what Edward spoke about in church last week in the church Zoom meeting. He spoke on a verse which I'll read to you. It's from Matthew chapter 16, or a few verses. And it says, Jesus is talking to his followers, and he says, "Who do people say the Son of Man is?" They replied, "Some say John the Baptist, others say Elijah, and still others say Jeremiah or one of the prophets." "But what about you?" he asked. "Who do you say I am?" Simon Peter answered, "You are the Messiah, the Son of the living God." And Jesus replied, "Blessed are you, Simon, son of Jonah, for this was not revealed to you by flesh and blood, but by my Father in heaven. And I tell you that you are Peter. On this rock I will build my church, and the gates of Hades will not overcome it. I will give you the keys to the kingdom of heaven. Whatever you bind on earth will be bound in heaven, and whatever you loose on earth will be loosed in heaven." Then he ordered his disciples to not tell anyone that he was the Messiah. And Edward talked about knowing that Jesus is God. And it reminded, these verses and Edward speaking reminded me of this stuff that C.S. Lewis says in his book, Mere Christianity. It's up there on my list of favourite books. And he talks about who Jesus is. And I'm paraphrasing a bit, but basically he says that some people think Jesus was just a good moral teacher, like just another prophet kind of thing, just somebody who's a great man and said some good stuff and you can follow, but they don't really believe he was God or anything like that. But C.S. Lewis says that's not really an option. When you look at Jesus and think about what he said and how he spoke to people, you can't really think he was just some great guy who was given some good advice, because he went around saying things like, "I'm the Son of God. God has sent me here to save humanity." And that's not the kind of thing just a normal great guy would say. If I came to Spark when we're back at church and said, "Hey guys, I'm the Son of God here to save you," you'd be like, "Uh-oh, Stephen's crazy." And you'd be right, because I'm not the Son of God. I'm like just a normal guy. So C.S. Lewis talks about the fact that the way Jesus talks, either he's crazy, or he's a liar, or he is God. Those are the only three choices you have. You can't say, "Oh, he's just some great prophet. He's like a prophet who's come to tell us some good news," or he's just a good guy with some good advice. He has to be either Jesus, Son of God, or crazy, or something worse. And if you read the Bible and you look at Jesus' life, I'm pretty sure you can tell that he's not something worse, because everything he did right through his life to the day he died was good. And sort of honest. And like almost, you can't really level any sort of accusations against him. And I don't think he was a liar, because it all stacks up. So that leads me to believe that Jesus is the Son of God. Jesus is part of God. And I wonder if you've taken some time to think about it. Who is Jesus? Because if you haven't, maybe you should. Who do you believe Jesus is? Who do you believe Jesus is? If you were on that boat with Jesus and his disciples, I think they're on a boat. It doesn't really matter, to be honest. But if you were with Jesus and his disciples and Jesus said to you, "But who do you say I am?" what would your answer be? Give it some thought, maybe this week. And if you've got questions, ask me or ask somebody. But give it some thought and decide for yourself, who is Jesus? It's a bit of a heavy question to leave it on, I suppose. But that's what I've been thinking about this week, so we'll leave it there. I hope you're all well. I hope you have a good week this week. And I will talk to you guys again soon, next Sunday. I feel like church will be back soon. I said that last week. I still haven't heard anything, but can't be too much longer, right? I don't know. See you guys. Have a good one.